Okay, welcome back. Last time, what did we do last time? Oh yeah, we rescued, some hostages from the vault, because some Ishgardian fundamentalists didn't want to accept the truth. And, now we're in Limsa to go meet Flamen at the dock, because she has come back now that our names have been cleared from all that mess in Ul'dah. And none of us are fugitives anymore. There she is. Oh, Asuka! How have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hannish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we, Coltney? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. About that, we haven't found her yet. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? It's not my fault. Forgive me, I am sure you are doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and we will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much and more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. I see that chin scruff and those tattoos.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
Ouch.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. a gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Where are we going? Oh, Revenant's Toll. Alright. There you are. It feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors. Friends and family with whom we've shared so much. Gods help me. The older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. I mean, we don't have everyone back yet. If ever we shall. Wants me to speak to a bunch of them. Start with Flamen. Alianne, Femi, it fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy. And what of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Argmoose. Who the heck are you? Oh, we could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions. Brings a bloody tear to the eye. Home? To secret oneself in a ship was hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least, though I am happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Of course I'm stuffy today. Why wouldn't I be? Ochre! What the seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why, you, brother. You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained, that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet, now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with the Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. Okay. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we've settled in, I would join the search. Cool. Now just talk to Tataru. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalimo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. The word of the mother. Thancred and Kyle contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castra Meridianum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them and Y'shtola in Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Probably. Who are all of these new people? To Idleshire. Where are you all? My apologies. I see I am the last to arrive. So what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the Ultima Weapon's destruction. A ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Vale, when I believe Heidelin shielded me with the Blessing of Light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sildi aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Heidelin. There is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used to flow, it appeared that not two, but three beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now, recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Heidelin, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So, let us consider the facts. 1. Heidelin interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Heidelin may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Heidelin guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her, body and soul, unto the ethereal sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing the means to do so already exists. I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Sharlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, you need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once more. Yay, more Master Matoya. Can't fly yet. Not till I'm outside of the city, technically. My Dumbo's all grown up. Oh no. I landed by accident. There we go. Matoya's Cave. Hello, Matoya. How art thou? Oh, what a surprise! Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the antitower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the antitower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. Asuka can go. Take the magicless rogue too, if you like. He's of no use to me. The rest of you will stay and work, and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms. Oh, and I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way, Asuka. Thancred, no. Your etheric flow has been compromised. Do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with ether, so close to the ethereal sea, would be to risk further impairment, or worse. But Minfilia could be in there, waiting for us. And you could die. And for what? If she is waiting beyond, Asuka will find her. Trust in her. Have faith. Damn it all. Bring her back to us. Okay, let's go to the antitower. This is another one we can do all by ourselves. Did they mention the anti-tower's upside down? You're a nice frog, right? Nice frog? No? Oh, not a nice frog. Whee! These are just the magical defenses, essentially, of the tower. There we have a big frog with a fancy magic stick. He's throwing water at us. And if we had taken too long, he would have turned us into a frog. Travel down the up staircase. Being attacked by treasure chests. We can lure them all down here. They'll follow. Fire sprites don't seem too keen on letting us be here. This bridge is made of upside down tables and like a wardrobe. Follow me. All of you? Okay. This boss, Ziggy, is a Spriggan like we've seen before. It's just that he has a much bigger rock. Oh, so we're on the ceiling. Even the water in those fountains flows up. Follow me. Chandeliers hanging upward. Now some more hallway, running around down the ceiling. We just gotta kill all these automatons until they run out of automatons to throw at us. And here we are, the last room. We are Calcabrina, adorable dolls, terrible dolls. Yip ho ho. Yeah, you're terrible. Not at all creepy or frightening. Oh. There we go. We killed all the little dolls. Oh. That's not good. What are you doing? Oh, they've Ultron. Whew. If the fight goes on long enough, she can turn people into dolls as well. And then you either wait until the spell wears off, or you have one of the other, if you're in a group, you have other people in the group hit the doll that you've become to break you out of it. There we go. Oh, my chest is glowing.
Hear, feel, think.
Is that you, Heidelin? Speak up.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the Mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
What?
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Heidelin, guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone. Her voice silent once more. I prayed. For those we had lost. For those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice. One will. One word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
We'll recap that once we're out of the
Thank the
cutscene.
12! Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia?
word of the Mother. I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together!
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
So, to recap, in case any of that dialogue was quiet, or confusing, or otherwise just not well translated, I don't know. Minfilia has become one with Hydaelyn, and now serves as her voice. And we were told that at some point, the star was sundered into the source, which is where we are, our version of reality, and 13 reflections. That made Zodiark weak, because it split him across all 14 parts. And the calamities are all caused when the Ascians manage to rejoin one of those reflections to the source. It has happened 7 times already, and Hydaelyn is worried that she won't be able to stop anymore. So And then Y'shtola kind of took charge of the group. And now Alphino's sad. She's not coming back, is she? She did what she thought was best. I know that, I do. To give all for her beliefs, if it was ever her way. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice, the loss. I mean, is she really lost? She's one with Hydaelyn. Like, that didn't stop. Becoming one with the Force didn't stop Obi-Wan from showing up to talk to Luke. This war of ours. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Flamin. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Urianger. He may have insight into what the word told us. As for you, Asuka, after all you have done, I would say you've earned a rest. Ah, but speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Emmerich while you were away. It would seem he is planning a ceremony of sorts, and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. Alright. I'll go to Ishgard. Right, to the congregation of our knights most heavenly. Yes, let me in to see the Lord Commander.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
Yes.
Good, good. You of all people should be present. When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our people. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Yes, we must. You still haven't recovered from getting stabbed, have you?
'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late after all. Oh, and one more thing. A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Sir Emmerich, are you asking me out on a date? I don't know how Lucia's gonna feel about you asking cat girls out on dates. We're going to Falcon's Nest, though. We should put on our hat. Let's get close to a wall so you can see it. The floppy-eared hat. Delivery Moogle with his post bag. The Lord Commander said you would come, Oscar. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Emmerich wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference concluded. I think you will be pleased with the result. It was not my war, but I made it mine. To see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you. Oh, you have another quest for me. Staunch Conviction. If you'd rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lords Artwarel and Manalaine, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Okay. Return to your duties. Hi, Redwald. I'm glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, Mistress Hassenpepper. And fear not, I've no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. Yeah, that is the last thing we need. Hello, lowborn youth. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it by the Fury. Me and my friends and family, We all believe he can do it. Wrath? Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand, we've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragonfire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past. So hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief. And then finally, to Artoirel. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Ha! And here I am, laboring to make it so. Lord Artoirel, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound to the Falcon's Nest. Fury take me! They would defy Sir Emmerich's commands. If they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a lord of House Fortemps present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Madeleine while I am away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honourable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Hello, Madeleine. Once more, a favor. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl. Guarding this... That's not his voice. Guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. Artoirel thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you're here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves, oh no. Yet, that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Your map, if I may. Right, there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave it to you, old girl. Come, Monoroy. I must return to my rounds. Oh, do be careful, my lady. Alright, we'll go kill some wolves. Oh, there you are. Now to the other spot. that it? Yep. Go talk to Manolane again. Did what you asked. Asuka Hassenpfeffer. Wolfsbane. It pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds, and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made that arsonist confess. Clever, that. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. I don't know why I cannot just solidify a voice for a Manolane. Oh well. Where are you? There you are. Fancy meeting you here, Asuka. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. Let's just teleport back there. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes, if ever I saw them. Comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice, have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests? On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is naught left to do but enjoy our well-earned respite. Alright. We will do that, however, in the next episode. For now, we'll just stand here with Thancred.